With April right around the corner, it's time for our April 2024 budget. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer, a financial coach with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. I'm going to go ahead and open up my budget spreadsheet. I like to use a spreadsheet. You can grab this template for a few dollars. I'll put a link in the description box below. I don't care if you use a spreadsheet, an app, pen, or paper. I just use spreadsheet because that's what works for me, and I want to show you how I do my budget. It doesn't mean that's the only way to do it. For a frame of reference, we are a family of 7 living in northern Utah. Starting with income, my husband is paid with a salary, so we know every month what he's going to make. So this is our take-home pay, $5,866. We have not had any retirement taken out of this, but we have had some medical insurance taken out and taxes already. My business, we budget and live off of my husband's income, and so I will make some money, but I don't usually budget for that because everything I make we've been putting towards paying off our house early. That's going to change a little bit later, I'll show you. But we've started investing in some mutual funds and we use that money from my business. So I'm going to put, we're just doing $100 a month right now. So I'm going to plan on making $100 for my business. I'll probably make more than that. Anything more we'll put towards our mortgage. If I don't make $100, then we'll have to pull $100 from somewhere else in our budget. And then interest, we do have lots of money in high yield savings accounts. I love them. We don't budget for this. I know I'll make some money, but we don't plan for it. We just leave it in the accounts where it accrues. So if I weren't filming these videos to show you, I probably wouldn't worry about the interest at all. Our balances in our savings account would just be a few dollars higher than what I think. But because I'm filming this and showing you how I budget, technically the interest is income, so I want to account for it. So total income will be just under $6,000 for the month. Tithing, we pay 10% on our gross income. So based on my husband's income, we will pay about $900. Now, if my business makes some more money, then we will pay more, but we're gonna budget based off of my husband's income. So that's $900 for the month. Then moving on to expenses. I like to start with the fixed, like the most important expenses to pay, and go down the list to the variable, ones I have more control over. It doesn't matter how you do it. Some people like to do it based on the dates their bills come out of their checking account. Whatever works for you. Our mortgage, $1,376.70. This is automatic, the same every month. Electricity, $25. We recently went to a levelized payment plan, so it should be right about $25. Natural gas, $142. We are also on an average payment plan, so it's the same every month, and then they reevaluate throughout the year. Our city bill includes our includes our garbage, water, and it's been only $109, but we want to add a green waste recycle, and I think it's $5 a month. I don't know the exact amount, so I'm guessing here at $115 for the month. Life insurance is fixed at $11.10. Car insurance is $106. We do pay monthly, and we just renewed our policies, and because I've been using the app that they provide to track my driving has decreased our payment. I think we got a 10% discount, which is like $60 over the 6 months, which might not be a lot, but that's $120 for the year that I can do spend on something fun. So our monthly payment might go down a few dollars, but I'm just going to leave it at $106 because I haven't logged in to see exactly what it will be. Our phone bill is $30 for the month. Our internet bill should be $55 a month. I recently changed plans, so I don't know the exact amount, but right around $55 for the month. Gas for our vehicles, about $200 for the month. We don't have anything major going on in April, no major traveling, so I'm just gonna keep it. Gas prices have gone up, but we've been able to stay under budget, so I'm gonna keep it right at $200. Piano is fixed, $50 for one of our children. Preschool, our youngest goes couple days a week, so it's $125 for the month. Groceries is $7.25 for the month. This is the highest we've ever had our grocery bill. This also includes consumables like toilet paper, paper towels, bathroom cleaning supplies, all that kind of stuff. So it's more than just groceries, but I was gonna lower it. I had it high last month because we had Easter and things I was spending money on, but I'm leaving it at $7.25 because we also have spring break this month during the month of April, so we'll eat more, so I'm just leaving it there. Eating out, $30 for the month. Miscellaneous, always good to have miscellaneous, $25. Entertainment, I bumped this up for April to $50 because like I mentioned, we have spring break. We are not taking a trip over spring break. Our kids voted and we decided we're doing a bigger trip this summer. So we'll be at home, but I'm sure we'll want to go to the trampoline park or do something. So we increased it to $50 for this month. Kids' money for them doing their jobs. They can earn money up to $50. They never earn that full amount. So I probably could lower it, but they could earn up to $50. And then babysitting, we'll pay our daughters sometimes to babysit, or sometimes we'll pay our younger sons to be good while our daughters babysit. So total expenses, $3,140, which is almost 53% of our pay. And moving on to debts, we do not have any debts other than our mortgage, which we've already accounted for. And we do use a credit card, but we pay it off each month. So we don't have any outstanding debt. So I'm gonna scroll down to our savings, or this is like our sinking funds. Sinking funds are what keep my budget working month to month. I use sinking funds for any of those irregular expenses that come up that will throw off your budget. And I love them because they let me, I try to automate as much as possible, so I keep the same amount going into them each month, so I don't have to do anything, but they keep my regular budget going. So emergency fund, we have a fully funded emergency fund, so we're not adding anything to that. My husband gets fund money of $25, and then he gets $25 to go towards his bike. He bikes like 40 miles a day to and from work, and he has a motor on his bike, so there are expenses. And if you see over here on the left, all of these asterisk things are automatically transferred. So I have auto transfer set up, so every month they'll automatically be transferred over. So my fund money is $25. Life insurance, we just pay it once a year. It ends up being about $68 a month, so we set aside $68 every month. And then when it comes time to pay for it, we've got the full amount. House maintenance, we put $125 into this. Vacation, we're putting $150 a month into this. House updates, we're not currently putting anything in. Extra mortgage payment, we're not currently putting anything in there as well. Like I said, everything my business earns, we put towards extra mortgage payment, but I don't budget anything. And in fact, we are adding on a garage with an apartment, and we thought we had enough money for it, but of course everything's more expensive than we planned and it's costing more. So all of the money we've been setting aside for to put towards our mortgage, we are going to use for the garage to finish it and get it done. So I probably could delete this and just combine these two. In fact, I might do that. Clothing, automatically $75 every month budgeted. Gifts, $25 a month. This is gifts like teacher gifts or wedding, baby shower gifts, those types of gifts. Medical expenses that we're just saving up for when for our kids that will need braces, because they're not covered on our dental insurance and they're kind of expensive and we get a discount for paying up front. Car expenses, $75 for the month. Christmas, we were setting up $50 going towards Christmas, but we have enough with our cash back. We are getting a lot more cash back with our credit cards this year than normal. I think we've got enough set aside, so I need to go in and turn off the automatic transfer, so we're not going to transfer anything more into Christmas. Our kids' extracurricular, we've bumped this up. We've got 2 kids doing competitive sports now, and they're just becoming more expensive as they get older. So we are putting $300 a month towards our kids' extracurricular. And then my husband gets 10% contribution. He's a teacher, so his employer, we don't do a pension plan, we're doing an investment option. So his employer puts 10% of our gross pay into a 401k. But we don't have to contribute to get that 10%. And his employment 401k doesn't have a lot of options, so we are investing on our own. So we're putting $400 into a Roth IRA for him, $400 into a Roth IRA for me, and then we're putting $100 into mutual funds so that we can use that. He's a lot older than I am, so when he retires, if we need money before retirement, or if we decide to buy a second property, we have lots of flexibility with the mutual funds. And all of this information is not here yet because March is not over. At the end of March, I will copy over our beginning balance for ease. I'll take the March end balance, copy it to the beginning balance, and that will show me how much we have to spend in all of these accounts. But since I'm filming this a few days before the end of the month, I can't show those numbers. Now if I look, I have $33 left over, so I can put that wherever I want. I am thinking I could either put it in house maintenance. My $125 will automatically be transferred, so then I'll have to manually transfer the $33, or I think I might just add it to groceries. We'll do $7.55, and that will take us, I have an extra $3. I'm just gonna leave it at $7.55. And then if I scroll down here, this is where I track. So for groceries, I have $7.55. Every time I spend money for groceries, I'll put the amount here so I know how much I have left to spend. And same with miscellaneous. If there are other categories I want to track, like house maintenance, I spend quite a bit, or kids extracurricular, I'll just type in the number I have to spend here. Otherwise, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell so you get notified. I share video budget reports of our video. I do them live so I can answer questions at the same time. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.